Due to COVID, we can't meet in person, so we'll be meeting via the Zoom platform. Any public interest, information can be made available to them upon their request relative to the proceedings of this meeting. I'm not going to read the standard boilerplate protocol because we've been down this road many times. I'll just do a roll call for who's here and then we will begin. Sue Regera,
Here.
Bob Wheeler,
Here.
Bill Brookings,
Present.
and our able necessary assistant, Donna Trailer.
I'm here.
Cool. With that, Bill, I'll let you take it away with what you have, please.
I guess the first thing under discussion is 151 Coburn Road, where they are proposing an addition. I think the value is $160,000. So in the past, I think the board's used 100,000 as a gauge. If they're doing over 100, the board has required a new septic tank as part of the proposal. So this home has a 1967 900-gallon tank. So I told the builder it would be discussed at a meeting. You know, I don't like to make that call on my own.
That is something we've done in the past, and I feel that we should continue to do it because it's an opportunity. I mean, the property isn't going to go away, and it's just an opportunity when that much money is being spent to at least upgrade part of the system. Obviously, we don't know the condition of the septic field or leach field, but at least we can get the tank up to current code. And Bobby, just in case you're not aware, that's Ruthie Amato's old house.
Okay, yeah. She was a Rainville, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, Ruthie
Yeah.
Rainville,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Yeah, I think the system passed. I can double check. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it passed the Title V probably within the last couple of years. So, you know, at least it sounds like the system's in good shape, but it is a good opportunity to upgrade that tank.
Right. Well, you can tell them that that's what they need to do.
Okay, yeah, I prepped the builder. Just wanted to make it official. I'll give them a call.
Okay, good.
And again, overall, as far as the addition goes, they're actually reducing the total number of rooms and bedrooms in the home, kind of opening rooms up, making more, less rooms, larger size. So, you know, that end of it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And I think 110 Grill's probably on the agenda. Bridget had done an inspection. I haven't seen her report, and I think she's drafted a letter that may be hot off the press, so I don't have it tonight.
Okay,
So I guess right now it's just an FYI that we had received some complaints about various aspects of non-compliance with COVID regulations. So, you know, we may bump this to next meeting once Bridget's letter has gone out and we see what type of response we get.
and Bill had mentioned that to me, I think it was on Friday, that Bridget had been in there and noticed some issues. Mary and I went there Saturday night to sit at the bar and have a drink, and per the governor's orders, we had a dessert. We had a little bit of food, just a dessert, and I was there. Well, it was the first time we'd been out in public in a year to any kind of restaurant. But I was there kind of stealth just to see what was going on because last week didn't sound too kosher there. And I have to say, Saturday night, they were on target with everything. The one thing I did not double check was if they had a sign at the door about wearing masks, but all the employees, all the kitchen help, everybody was wearing masks. The seating was distanced. I saw a couple people get up and go to the restroom and they put masks on. So whatever conversation Bridget had at least had some temporary positive effect.
Good.
And we'll wait to see what happens further.
Chairman,
Yes.
oh, we at full capacity as long as it's 6 feet apart. Bill, do you know
Yeah,
that?
the restaurants are no longer held to a percentage of their capacity. They're just held to maintain spacing. So,
The
you know, I
space.
guess if a restaurant could have 100% with the 6-foot spacing, they could do it, but I think you're still gonna see reduced
Sure, yeah,
numbers allowed because of that 6-foot requirement.
okay, thank you.
Except in Texas a week from now.
But everything else still applies, you know, the 90-minute time frame,
Oh, yeah.
no singing, and for entertainment, masks, 6-foot spacing, you know, all that still applies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw a thing on the tube today about even dancing at like a function, you have to dance 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
It was kind of odd and showed.
I haven't
how
seen
the-
that guidance yet. I knew it was getting close to being released, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this was on a national, not on
Oh,
mass, actually, but
Yep.
yeah.
When
said
I
that's-
was in high school, they used to say you had to leave room for the Holy Ghost, but the Holy Ghost has grown larger over the years, evidently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, when we were younger to play baseball or football, we were required to do ballroom dancing up to Parish Hall because I couldn't get anybody to do it. So we got caught in to do it. So we had to play.
Parish Hall was never the same.
Yeah, right.
All right, Bill, permits, I guess?
Yeah, Sue, remind me, did Jack, I always forget, did I ask him to send you this plan for last meeting and I didn't have the plan reviewed? Do you have 76 Allen Road by chance? If not, I'll ask him to send it and we can do it next meeting.
I'd have to go look through my emails.
Yeah, I should have given you a heads up. It kind of catches me. I'm so used to just bringing stuff with me, but you know, with these Zoom meetings,
Bill, Jack, who?
would have been Jack Maloney from Dillis and Roy.
All right, let me look.
And it would have been like 2 weeks ago, whatever, for that last meeting. And if not, again, I can have it done for next.
So I saw one of their trucks in town the other day, Billy, Dillis and Roy.
Yeah.
It's not Ducharme Dillis anymore, huh? Or
No, it's Dillis and Roy, and they're no longer in Bolton. They're in Lunenburg.
okay, because their truck was down there on the property beyond the animal hospital, that 42 acres. They were
Oh,
doing some
really?
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
they were
I saw that truck there. Yep. And also, I ran into Seth. They were over on Gibbs Road off of Peach Hill for Mark Rhodes doing a final. So they're in
yeah,
town.
very good.
I have something, I'm just trying to, all right, guys, we're gonna see how good I am.
This is where everything explodes.
Have a good night. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Hey, easy to do this.
Ah,
All right, so if I share my screen now. And I go there. Share. Oh, come on, I had it up.
Yeah, no, that, yep, there it is.
you see Dillis and Roy, go down.
There we go. You see it?
You gotta open the PDF.
I did.
It's sitting there saying open, but it's not open yet. Do you gotta click on it again?
Well, I clicked it and it opened on my screen.
Okay, yeah, it's not open here. Hmm.
And now, of course, I can't get back to you guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
I have that PDF, the blue PDF with the thing, but I don't have the plan.
Yeah, it's gotta open.
What's the name on that one, Billy?
Um,
Just for the heck of it.
Russell, Stephen Russell.
Oh, okay.
Now
Don't know.
back to you, Sue.
Well, let's see.
It was formerly John Drasha.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I can forward this to everyone. Oh, if that does you any good.
How did it look to you, Billy? I mean, what is there?
Bill, have you seen it?
Let's see. Back in October, we saw a failed Title V, and we went out and did soil testing. Let's see. Actually, in October also. So what they're designing here is a Presby bed to take the place of the existing failed system, and it's going pretty much in the same spot, just due to site constraints. Behind the house is ledge. There's a well out front, so the front yard is pretty much where the system needs to go. And believe it or not, this is an upgrade that doesn't require any variances. I think it's maybe just due to the lot size and the house isn't super old, so they're actually providing a primary area, a reserve area, and there's historical testing that meets the in-season requirement. We have adequate perk tests, so all the normal variances that are asked for are not needed on this one. So it's pretty straightforward.
Ah, look at these screens.
There it
Hey,
is.
There you go.
Hooray for Sue.
thank you.
So you can see,
Tell me what you want me to zoom in on.
well, actually, this is a good size right here. You can see the well upper right, that arc. Nothing shown behind the house, pretty much upslope is all ledge. So they're proposing a new 1,500 gallon tank, 1,000 pump chamber. And again, you can see that kind of a long skinny Presby bed up at the top of that slope.
Well,
Yeah,
this
then-
one says
then
about
tw-
gallon tank. Shouldn't it be 1,500?
It's a
1,500, the tank's 1,500, but the pump chamber's 1,000. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you can see it's kind of that area closer to the home that's shown. So I think this is the first and an upgrade without a variance.
yeah, right. And it looks about normal. Pump system. The other one was a pump system too, Bill?
No, unfortunately, they're adding that because of the modeling that we witnessed. The systems that are in place were based on observed water, not modeling. So the modeling was a little bit higher
Yep.
than the observed. So they do have to put a pump there because obviously the existing plumbing is a fixed elevation.
Sure. So it's actually getting a brand new bed and base and everything, so.
Well, it'll be new, house out, new tank, new chamber, and new bed. Yep. Kind of a remove and replace. Again, you probably
Sure.
can't see it, but beneath that Presby bed is where the existing system lies.
Right. And you still have a reserve for a long time in the future.
Well,
if you
right.
Probably never need it.
Well, they need to show that. Correct. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. So I don't know if you have any questions. If not, if the board is okay with this proposal, I'll draft a permit and get it moving forward.
I would say go ahead.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
Sue, can you drop that? Because I bring it up and then it disappears and I go to some other crap on this computer. So
Okay, you mean make it go away?
yeah, make it go away. I want to see all your lovely faces again. I mean, if this is pretty straightforward, so
Yeah.
there's not a lot to kick around or discuss here.
All right. I found there's a stop share button I have to push.
There we go. Thank you.
Good job.
That was pretty good. No notice, was able to find the email.
Yes. So The other permit that's there is, we issued a tobacco sales permit for Vert Gulf, 139 Coolidge Road, beginning of the year. Ownership's changing there, so the new owner is applying for a permit in their own name. So just an FYI, I'll draft that, and Paul will let you know when it's there at the town hall to sign.
Okay,
Now that we have that rare desk back, it's nice.
yes.
Yes,
Someone did a lot of work there.
yeah.
You
Lot
did
of
an
fun.
awesome job putting all those files back.
Yeah,
Yep.
no fooling.
Looks good.
No. Yep,
The room seemed bigger today when I was in there.
yes, very much. Yeah, and I did ask Amy, because one of the drawers had a slight dent in it, to see if we could get money off it too, even though we're keeping it, so we may.
Okay,
idea.
good.
All right, so that brings us to inspection reports. 20 Whitney Road. A straightforward pass. I don't know if that address rings a bell to the board. We talked to the owner, it might have been a half a year ago, about this property, and he talked to the board about bringing a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. It's a rental. I don't know if that rings a bell at all.
Whitney Road, I can't even place Whitney Road.
Was
Whitney
Senny, wasn't it?
Road, just that spur near the Shell station off the rotary there, where the autism center is.
Oh,
Chris-
okay. Oh, right, of course, yep.
So,
Chris Senny?
what's that?
Was it Chris Senny?
No, this was Andrew Gaduku.
Oh,
The
okay.
bottom line is, at
Oh,
the
right.
time, we didn't have the existing septic information. Based on the information he gave me, I was unable to find the existing permit. But when this Title V inspector did the research, he had the right information. I was able to find the old permit, and it actually had a 3-bedroom approved system. So, all that discussion that we had and told him he needs soil testing, etc., actually wasn't needed. So now he's selling it as a 3-bedroom, and it does have a 3-bedroom system. So just an FYI, and it did pass.
It's one of the little Reese houses, is it?
Yes,
Billy?
yep, exactly. Yeah, I think they built 2 there about the same time.
Yeah.
Yep, this is
Yep.
the one. This is the one closest to the wetland, so furthest from the rotary.
Okay, yep.
And then we have 199 and 203 Crosby Road. Again, might ring a bell. We talked to
Yeah.
the owner about that. 2 homes on one parcel. 203, again, a 3-bedroom house, 3-bedroom system. 199 was the situation where the permit specifically spelled out a 1-bedroom guest house, even though the house appears to be more than that, and the system certainly seems to be more than that. But again, because the permit says 1-bedroom, that's what we're respecting. So on both of these reports, we are going to need some additional information. 199 Crosby Road, obviously in the bedroom section, the inspector calls it out as a 1-bedroom design, but an actual 3-bedroom. So this is a situation where we normally write a letter saying they either have to deed restrict to 1 or have a 3-bedroom system. So, this will be resolved, based on their response to the board's letter. So I'll draft that up also for Paul's signature.
Okay.
And then 203 Crosby Road, again, was a straightforward 3-bedroom system, 3-bedroom house, but there appears to be a dry well or cesspool of some sort that's handling a portion of the flow, and it does not meet the offset to the well. So the inspector is stating that all septic flow must go into the main system, and that cesspool must be decommissioned. So we'll write a letter saying the same, and that the report's considered incomplete until that's done.
Right. And did we have a tank size on that one, Billy?
Yeah, that was I think it was 1,000 also. Let me take a look.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Let's see.
That's not important.
I got it right here. Yeah, 1,000 gallon.
Okay.
Actually, 203 has a 1250. 199 has 1,000. So we'll get letters done on both of those, and Paul, let you know when they're over there for signature.
Okay,
And that is all I have on my list.
Okay, I don't know if you were in the office, Bill, when Al Rose overlapped with Al Roseberry, but he grabbed me briefly about the Fossil development.
Yeah, I spoke to him briefly. In fact, Facile was coming in as I was leaving, but I did talk to Al about the water quality on the well there.
Okay, I guess they're proposing a kind of a hybrid potable water sprinkler system and possible irrigation system as well.
Hmm.
And Al, this was last week, so things could have changed because it sounds like everything's still under development. But Al said that you need to be aware of water quality because if the system they were proposing would prohibit a water softener from being added because it would reduce flow.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's because of the sprinklers.
Well, yes, I spoke to Mr. Litchwell also. You know, they could plumb the sprinkler system separately. You know, they could still have a treatment system for potable, but they
Right.
could plumb the you know, a lot of people will plumb irrigation separately because again, why irrigate with treated water?
Right,
You know,
right.
your media is not going to last as long. It's all about gallons treated. So, you know, if you know this ahead of time, they could plumb those uses separately.
Well, my conclusion is that the plumber and Fossil are still working out which way they're gonna go with this.
Yep.
So we just need to be aware of it.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is both wells have iron, and normally iron is treated to prevent staining. But again, it's not a primary standard, so we can't require it. So, you know, my guess is the builder's probably going to want to treat it to prevent fixture staining, and they'll need to figure out, you know, how to make that work with the sprinkler system.
Yeah, and the building inspector told me today that what they're proposing to build are gonna be in the 850 to 1 mil range.
Wow.
So with that kind of money, they better do the water system
Yeah, that's
correctly.
what I'm saying. Yep.
Wow.
Didn't realize Berlin had made it to the $1 million mark, huh?
Oh, boy.
That'd be a nice tax bill.
Yeah, yeah.
And those places weren't that big. Am I picking the right property?
The one next to Lucy Roseberry's?
Oh, okay.
West Street Crossing, as it's called now.
Yep.
Pollard Road.
Yes.
All right, does anybody have anything else for tonight?
Not really, other than,
These meetings are getting habit forming. Shorter and shorter.
Yeah, without a hearing, they move.
Yeah, they do.
The only thing I got a thing on, and you guys have probably taken care of it, Sue, Donna, Paul, is the online payment system has changed a little bit for something, like if someone wants to get a sticker on it. Does that bother us at all?
we never really adopted that, Bob.
Yes, okay, right, okay,
We only take checks, period.
That-
the end. I'm old fashioned.
great. That's good for me.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, there was a email from Victoria Council on Aging that there's been some kibitzing down at Northbrook that the Board of Health should be doing more, or could be doing more. And that's all I know. I'm sure it has to do with vaccinations, and I attribute it to people with time on their hands, not really understanding the news, because we have no say in getting vaccinations and or anything relative to it. And as I think Sue has pointed out to me in the past, that a lot of things coming from the state will say, and contact your local Board of Health.
Yep.
Exactly. That Christine spoke about that at the selectmen's meeting the other night, going through the COA, and they did tell her that, we don't have as much pull. It's the state that's, allocating these, so they kind of leave us out of the loop. So they did speak up for us a little bit on that, Paul, to her. And Peg Stone had brought up at the selectmen's meeting also that Marlboro, is crushing glass and using it for glass fault and drainage trenching. But they, and we got invited to that, but they're paying 95. You got to pay them $95 to $100 a ton, and you have to bring the glass over to them in Marlboro. So it's nothing that I think we thought about it, but it's less than enough for us to have it hauled right now.
We're only paying $60 a ton to get rid of glass.
Right,
So,
and
I mean,
I was just listening, I watched the meeting after, and so if we see her, we might mention that we looked into it, but it's not feasible right now. So that's all.
Speaking of BP, any updates?
no, but I did send them a note today.
Very good. Donna, what say you?
About,
Anything?
I think everything's good. I mean, did you guys discuss the sticker sales prices staying the same?
We have a little bit, and I think we have to keep them the same. But I do want to propose that we reduce the second sticker rate. Let's go from 50 to 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, excuse me, let me jump in just for a
Sure.
minute. We got a couple Board of Health things. Bill, you don't need to stick around for what we're talking about. It's transfer station stuff.
All right.
You're
Well, I'll be in town Thursday morning if you need me.
Okay,
And I'll let you know when those documents are ready for signature. What's
yeah,
that, Sue?
and forward or just keep us in the loop with Bridget's letter.
My guess is it'll be on the machine for Thursday, so I will forward it out, assuming it's there. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Very good.
Be safe, Bill.
Yeah, you too.
All right,
Bye.
take
Bye.
care.
Bill.
Sorry, Sue, continue.
That's okay. I wanted to propose for that second vehicle sticker. Last year we're charging 50. I propose that we drop that down to 30.
Hmm.
I think would sell more at 30.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but we may take a big hit though.
No,
Well, how many did we sell at 50, you know?
I do know Donna sent them to me, but I have to go back into my email. Don't think
Yeah, because I think we did sell less this year of the second stickers, so
right.
you may be onto something.
So I'd like to drop that to 30 and see what happens. That it's not gonna make a huge difference, I think, to us. And I think we'll be okay.
One thing I like about it though is that it demonstrates that we're paying attention to what we charge down there. And that's what we should be doing. So it's a
Yeah.
small thing, but nevertheless, it's, it's a review.
Sure.
Which, I believe we're budgeted this year to have a hazardous waste day, are we not?
We are.
Now,
And I,
do we jump into the pond and spend that money? Do we have funds to do a townwide mailing or survey of if people would participate if we had it? I don't want to go willy-nilly and set it up. And with, things are getting better with the vaccinations, but
All right.
there's still potential issues there. Certainly March, April.
last time we had it, it was like a total waste. We didn't, we never we're bringing
I
it
don't,
up.
I don't think we brought in $2,000 last time.
No, I think we brought in like 1,000 maybe, or 1,200. And so I look at it and say, we're just throwing this money away.
Yep.
But there's no smaller way to do it. But that's up to you guys. I mean, I think we need to keep revisiting this each week until we.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't see
yeah.
it paying off. Right now.
Paul,
Yeah,
excuse,
Bob.
now, what does BP do with theirs? Would there be a way to speak with them and see if they would take small amounts of, you know, how we get these people, do they handle it down there at all? Or we don't
I'll
know?
talk to them, but I don't think they do because it
Yeah.
requires special licensing, special disposal.
Right.
There are complicated manifests involved.
Yeah, right.
I think BP likes to keep it to trash, pure
Yeah.
and simple.
Okay.
Now, if
You
the
know,
money,
they actually asked me what we do with propane tanks and all that, because,
Okay, so there you go. Yeah.
they're looking for some sources. Donna, you were starting to say something?
if the money is budgeted, is it for this FY, for the hazardous waste?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is that something if you decide not to do, can you carry it over?
No.
Oh.
And we can't split it amongst us.
Well, no. No, I didn't.
Well, I mean, viable thought for me, but no.
Now, what if, because I was thinking, like, I don't know when the next bills go out, because you guys are only twice a year. You could do like a stuffer with the tax bills that would save on the postage. But I don't know when your next bills go out.
Well, the next tax bills would go out for, I believe, June, and by
Oh.
then it's almost too late.
Yeah, that's too late. Yeah, because we do 4 a year, so.
And I
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
I've thought about it. Could we do something at the transfer station, but I don't see that working. Yeah, so,
I think bills go out in April. Because last year we sent something out around the April timeframe.
Oh,
That was in the census, wasn't it, mailing? Or-
We
no,
did
the
the
census
COVID
started
thing,
now.
and that was for the April tax bill.
Well,
Okay.
April tax bill, so when does it due? May 1st?
It's due in May.
Okay,
right.
so yeah, so it's got to be 30 days before the due date, so that would be end of March, beginning of April.
Well, what I'll do for the next meeting is I'll contact the hazardous waste disposal vendor we used last time. Get some kind of read on what their scheduling is, because I'm sure with the pandemic, their
Right.
schedules are turned upside down.
Yeah.
And maybe, maybe we find out that we could, if we're able to send something out with the tax bills and we get adequate response, maybe we could do something in June.
Okay,
And another source, maybe make a flyer for the table at town meeting, Paul, or, it might be outside, but you know how they got the little packets of stuff? We could maybe make a pile of flyers for the table as you walk in,
Well, it's not a flyer. I'm interested in how many people will participate.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
right.
kind of like
Yeah, right.
a survey or what,
Yep.
I'm struggling for the right word, but you know
That's
what I
it.
mean.
A study, a survey, right.
I'd be tempted to say, if you're serious about wanting it, send us $10 now to hold your spot.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not really, that's kind of crazy, but it,
right.
a lot of seminars, if you want to go to a seminar, you got to pay to go to the seminar.
I got one better. Make your appointment for your hazardous waste because it's COVID season. You have to book an appointment for to drop off your hazardous waste.
And then, I was gonna say, you could do a pickup with your van.
Would we do it in the fall after everybody's cleaned out for the summer or,
That would be a new budget year, right?
oh,
Right,
after July, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right, well, we need to do a little digging and a little thinking, and in talking to people, feel free to ask them, you know?
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people have been home this past year. Maybe they
Right.
lots of leftover paints and, you know, who knows? Who knows?
Mhm.
and they,
It's a new reality, so. What, Sue?
I said, they probably already snuck them in the trash when nobody was looking.
Yeah.
Come on now, not our residents.
I know Berlin people wouldn't do that. Shame on me. Well,
Very
I
good.
don't think more.
Okay, I don't have anything else.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you something not to do with the Board of Health, Paul, but did you get that update from Mr. Sally?
Yeah, I haven't read it, but
Yeah, okay, just as long as you get it.
Yeah.
We were on track pretty good, so. Okay,
was it, just on that, Bobby, I couldn't believe what Mr. Santos said. He said, well, I gotta start somewhere, so I might as well start bringing in Phil. And that's even before talking to the planning board or zoning board. I mean,
yeah, but you had told him that, Michael told him that.
we spelled it out to him, so.
I hear you, Paul.
And
all the way.
I hope his engineer reinforces that, but
Yes.
I got a feeling this guy's just gonna spend
Right.
good money after bad.
In
Anyway.
in those rules, it says he's gotta go to the other board, which is Richard Hanks before, so
He's
I
gotta
hope he
start
does,
there.
like you say. Yep,
Okay,
all righty.
Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Do I hear a
So moved.
second?
All right.
All in favor? Sue,
I
Bobby,
Aye.
Paul, aye.